Unique here. I'm 8 sacks away from 100. I never really chase sacks, never really, just tried to, go outside my job to make any plays. I just wanted to do my job at a high level. And that's one of the few goals I set when I was a rookie, or really before I was a rookie. And I knew I wanted to play in the NFL, but it would be cool to get in that 100 sack club.
Headline being that you're back for season 16, right?
This is true. I'm coming back, baby.
That is big news.
First full sack as a Falcon for Dupree. Howell in trouble again, and down he goes. And there it is, number 100 for Calais Campbell. His 100th career sack. A lifelong dream of his realized here in Atlanta.
I am so happy for him. I don't think, he's one of those guys that's just, such a genuinely awesome person. And someone like Calais Campbell, who, I put the clips in there at the beginning for a reason, because he really, and he talked about as a rookie, one of his goals, he wanted 100 sacks. And he won't say it, but I honestly think that if he got to 100 sacks last year, he would have retired. I really don't think he would have come back.
Yeah.
So seeing him yesterday get that 100th sack, I'm so happy for him. So I got to give a shout out to Calais Campbell. But
what a dog.
Seriously. And 16 years in the NFL, Calais Campbell, by the way. Oldest active defensive player. I mean, he's not the same player he used to be, but he's still productive. He really is. And he was great last year. He's taken a little step down from last year in Atlanta, but he's definitely he definitely is still productive despite being, I think, 37 years old.
Yeah. Dude, we both look like little kids right now. The chat is not wrong. We both look like.
Well, I got a haircut, so that's why. I don't know about you.
I didn't get a haircut. It's just,
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we do kind of look like
well,
really little kids.
I'm also tiny, so that also helps, but you can't really tell that on this stream.
Yeah. How do we want to do this, Josh?
Well, the Ravens game was so weird because that was we won the game. It was never really in doubt. We were in control, but that was not impressive at all. Okay, we won the game, but we got one of the best teams in the NFL coming to Baltimore next week in the Detroit Lions. And you play like that against Detroit, you're not winning. Mm-hmm. But we went to London and we got to win. So you got to win where you had the lead pretty much the whole game. You can only complain so much, but no one is going to watch that game yesterday and their takeaway is going to be, man, the Ravens look amazing. Yeah. But they won the game. They did what they needed to do, but I need to see better than that.
For sure.
I'll let you go because honestly, I don't have too many thoughts on the Ravens. It was just such a mid performance, but you can't really complain too much because at the end of the day we won. So it's not like I can go on any kind of rant either.
Mm-hmm. You
so
see,
I'll let you go.
We didn't win the game.
No.
We didn't. And the craziest thing is, first off, both teams there just suck. It was just bad football.
My biggest takeaway is I don't care. Minnesota sucks. They're
both
not
of us suck. No,
it was the Bears sucked. We already knew that.
It was
Minnesota
bad
though has proven nothing. The Vikings are terrible.
Yeah. And it just hurts so much because you had 10 days to prepare for this game. And that's the product that you put out there.
Well, Fields did go down.
No, but that was in the second half. I'm talking I'm talking about the first half. That's the product that you put out there.
Well, what did you expect out of this?
I expected the offense to fucking do something against this Minnesota defense.
True.
Minnesota does not have a good defense.
Step down. So you're right. You are right.
They do not have a good defense.
The Bears offense looked the last two games compared to yesterday. That is fair.
Yeah, and it was just painful. It was just painful to watch. They aren't moving the ball. The crowd's starting to fucking boo them. And it's just like they aren't throwing the ball. Luke Getsy, one of the biggest drives of the game, and he calls 3 wide receiver screens in a row. 3 wide receiver screens. One of them, first one to Darnell Mooney on the left side of the field. Second one to DJ Moore on the right side of the field. And the third one right back to Darnell Mooney on the left side of the field. Punt the ball. Isn't that just fucking ridiculous?
Especially to Darnell Mooney. You have, obviously DJ Moore is a great yak guy, but even like, I feel like Velas Jones honestly would be a better option than Mooney on a screen, considering just speed wise.
Dude,
like if you're gonna do the screen pass, why is it to Mooney?
It was just so pissed
on the screen pass if it works and it's to the right guy, but it just like to Mooney,
oh my god, like the Bears should be banned. They should ban themselves from calling screen passes ever again. It's just a fucking waste of time. They've never done anything this whole year. Anytime they've called a wide receiver screen, maybe the most amount of yards that we've gotten from one is 5 yards. They haven't worked all year, and they call like 8 of them every single game. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Is it because DJ Moore took one to the house during preseason?
Well, when I look, yes, it is
calling them.
But for the way I look at screen passes they are basically run plays. So if you're calling a screen pass on first down and you get 4 yards, that's a good play. Because that's if you run for 4 yards, if you get if you're first down and you run the ball and get 4 yards, like I'm fine with that. So if you're gonna do a screen pass, get 4 yards. It's not like
sure, but do you call a screen pass? Do you call a wide receiver screen 3 times in a row?
No. Not
do you call the same play in the NFL unless you're on the goal line and you run the ball up the middle 3 times in a row? Do you call the same play?
Yeah, not unless it's working.
3 times in a row. No, and it's not working. It's not. And it's just I feel defeated. I really just feel defeated. Like it's just kicking it. It's kicking a dead horse at this point, dude.
Another thing we learned, you wanted to see what Tyson Bagent got? He's got nothing.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong to say that. He doesn't.
He is horrible.
His first drive was pretty decent.
He sucks. I'm sorry. He's awful.
What do you expect? What do you expect? Undrafted
it doesn't look like
guy.
You're going to see Justin Fields this week, so
yeah.
Him or Nathan Peterman.
It's going to be him. It's going to be fucking Tyson.
Should it be?
100%.
I'm not even. I understand what Peterman has been when he's played, but he is also a guy that has played in this league and has like.
No, I like Bagent. I like Bagent. I like Bagent.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of hate for his performance, dude. You get thrown in there.
Every time they cut to him on red zone, he sucked.
It wasn't that. I mean, the one time he got sacked, ball comes out, and they take it to the crib. But it was what you expected out of a rookie undrafted quarterback going in there. Yeah.
Weird weekend in the NFL. Look at these scores. 24-16, 19-13, 17-13, 19-17.
Yeah.
By the way, not a bad weekend of football, but a weird one.
Not a bad. It's just this is what happens in the NFL.
And part of what made it strange is that we had not one, but both of the undefeated teams going down.
Yeah.
Which of the 2 undefeated teams losing do you want to start with?
Well, first off, just last notes on the Bears game. I'm just fucking defeated. I don't know. We'll see what happens against the Raiders, but I just don't feel like talking about the Bears at all, really, right now. I really don't. So,
and there honestly isn't much to talk about anyway right now.
There's not. There's nothing to talk about. So,
yeah.
Let's just stop.
San Fran or the Jets? Who do we start with?
San Fran.
All right. That defense is for real. They are really good.
We've known for a while.
Frustrating. Part of what's so frustrating with Baltimore is that Cleveland has played fantastic on defense, except for one game against the Ravens. We're the only team to go against that Browns defense and look really damn good. And then we've turned around And against Tennessee, it was like, eh. Pittsburgh, who has a good defense too, but still, that was like, eh. And then, like, arguably the best defense in football, the Browns belong in the conversation. The Ravens offense went down there and dominated. Offensively, not just defensively, offensively. So I don't know what to think about Baltimore's offense, but
it's all just
what this game's about.
Yeah, all it is just, it was a very defensive weekend all around. All around. A lot of defense, and I love it. It's just this game was weird, dude. I mean, and also the final score doesn't really tell the story because that last second field goal, man. Oh, that hurts. That hurts.
I was so mad.
Yeah.
That's his first miss of the season, too.
But
as someone that has pounded the table for Brock Purdy on this show, I was very disappointed in him. I'm
not a good game.
I'm going to backtrack on Purdy because it's one game, and as we just talked about, the Browns defense is legit, and so I'm not going to backtrack and be like, now all of a sudden just go against Purdy because I believe we've seen way more good than that. I still think he's a top 10 quarterback. I'm not going to go against that. But I can't not come on here after what he did yesterday and defend him. I mean, he was bad.
There's no defending him after that fucking game.
I think he'll bounce back and be fine, but that was bad.
Yeah, that was. I mean, dude, really just bad. When this just felt like kind of a trap game. You're in Cleveland. That place, you knew that atmosphere was going to be nuts, and they just got a hell of a defense on that side. You just felt weird about this one, Yeah. It was a wild game. But he did bring him down. He did help bring him down the field at the end of there. He gave him a shot.
He did.
Gave him a shot.
He did.
But what we're supposed to see out of the 49ers, we did not see this out of the 49ers.
No. But no one's going to have a perfect season. The 72 Dolphins popped the champagne again yesterday because not only the Niners lose, they got to pop the champagne after the New York Jets. I'm so mad. Not because I have anything against the Eagles. I mean, against the Jets. But one of my all-time favorite football stats is dead.
Yep.
I love every time they play to bring up that stat that the Jets have never beat the Eagles. And for no reason other than just enjoying that I get to bring it up, I'm so mad that stat is dead.
Yeah.
But
that New York defense, what a fucking game.
I'm about to say, same thing. That Jets defense, very impressive.
What a fucking game. So we found out how to stop the Eagles and the 49ers. Just play defense.
But there's one
just play defense.
To talk about. And it's weird because he's not even the best player in his family. But after starting his career as like a mid at best linebacker, Quincy Williams has really taken a step up this season. Not just yesterday, all year. He was like mid at best to start his career. Quentin Williams, obviously, we know how good he is. He had a pick yesterday. Actually, both of them had a takeaway. And Quentin Williams had a pick. But Quincy Williams, appreciate all the bits, by the way, on Twitch. But Quincy Williams has really played some damn good football this season.
Yeah, no, dude, it's just the Jets defense. It was just wow.
Without Sauce, without DJ Reed.
And it's just wow. They looked incredible. Fucking incredible, dude.
I'm just Wilson as always.
It was just a weird day. There's really nothing like any given Sunday, dude.
Same thing. I didn't ask this about San Fran, but I'll ask for both San Fran and Philly. Did we actually learn anything about the Eagles or Niners yesterday, even though they lost?
No.
I agree.
No.
I agree.
No, it's just weird losses, dude.
There's one team in the NFC that keeps on rolling. They keep on rolling.
Dude.
And they come to Baltimore next week. That fan base keeps on rolling. I expect to see them coming to Baltimore next week as well as the team.
Yeah.
This was...
They are, dude, the Lions are great. They're not good. They are great.
And it's not just one thing or the other. They are one of the most. It's not. Everyone likes to talk about Dan Campbell and how great of a job he's done.
It's complete.
GM Brad Holmes. This roster is one of the most complete teams in the NFL.
They are. They go in there and they get their fucking job done every single week, week in, week out, and it's unreal. is unreal.
100%.
Jared Goff is playing out of his fucking mind right now.
100%.
It's
Might be
crazy.
the
He
front
should
runner.
be.
Is he the front runner?
Maybe. I
might
mean,
be.
dude, after that Brock Purdy, after the Jalen Hurts game,
Tua.
Tua's
Tua.
in that conversation.
It's either
He's
him or
in.
Tua.
Yeah, but Goff is just fucking lighting it up, dude.
Yeah. He is surgical. He is so unbelievably accurate.
He is. And you remember when we're like, this guy sucks balls?
I never fully
like
thought
a couple
that,
years
but I
ago.
never thought he was very good. Like, I never thought that he was as bad as a lot of people did, but I never.
I'm just talking about in general. You remember when he got traded to Detroit and everybody's like, oh my God.
Remember what Michael said?
What did Michael say? I remember.
Michael came on TikTok, and I think to this day is the take he's gotten flamed for the most out of any take was he said Jared Goff is just as good as Matthew Stafford. I came on there and said, you know what? I don't know if I agree, but I don't think I disagree either. Michael went out and straight up said it. And I think to this day, that is the most hate Michael has ever got on the take. And it is, and you know what? I didn't think it was a terrible take when he made it. And I definitely
age like fine wine, dude. Age like fine wine.
He's great.
Wow. Yeah. The Lions, they got set up for the future perfectly. And it took them a little bit. And now they're here. And this Lions team is going to be here for a long time.
Not only did they do all that as well as they did, this is a team that likes to run the ball. Look at these rushing numbers yesterday.
Oh,
That's awful. They could not run the ball at all.
And then look at Jared Goff through the air, dude.
Not matter because look at this. Look at that.
Yeah. But also, that's a shout out to Tampa Bay because their run defense is great. Their run defense is great.
Their run defense has been like top 3 to 5 in the NFL for the last just like 5
Oh,
years.
yeah. The last like wild, dude. Vita Vea, dog.
Ever since Vita Vea has been there, they have been like among the top run defenses in the league.
100%. But I don't know. I mean, D-Town, they did their thing.
Ooh, good.
Sorry. Dude, my allergies are fucking killing me right now. That was powerful.
That was strange.
It was. My allergies, dude, I just woke up this morning and my throat hurts a little bit. My nose is all fucking stuffed up. It's just not a good time over here. It's really not.
Doesn't sound like it. Does not sound like it.
But I don't know. I was very impressed. I was heavily impressed with Detroit yesterday.
Me too.
And I just know that it isn't a one-time thing, that they've been rolling for weeks, as you were saying. And
I thought this was a trap game too, and they went out there and just like, nope.
And now look,
teams that match up well against them in like Tampa, they still took care of business, got the win, moved on.
And I'm going to say something. I was on the fence about it last week, but this really solidified it for me. Detroit's in that Super Bowl conversation 100%.
Yeah, I agree.
They are.
They're playing that well.
I don't know who stops them right now. I truly don't.
And knowing the Ravens, what they're going to do next week is they're going to come in there and just kill it against them. And then the following game, who do they play after Detroit? I forget. But then they'll just like, who do we play after that? Because they would definitely. Yeah. Okay. Yep. It was the most Ravens thing of all time. Next week, we come in there at home against Detroit, kill it. Then we go to Arizona the following week and lose. That, I'm telling you. I'm almost expecting that right now. We're going to come out here against this Detroit team that looks phenomenal. Come out there, kill it. Ravens go in the Super Bowl. Next, we go to Arizona and lose the game. It would be the most Ravens thing of all time. I honestly, part of me is starting to think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I could see it. 100%, Joshua. But I don't know. Let's talk real quick about can we go Sunday Night Football real quick?
Yeah.
I got to talk about it, dude. Okay.
47 champion Tyrod Taylor. So
probably the easiest bet that I ever placed was Giants plus 15, dude. When it could be any two teams in the league, when there's a 15-point spread and it's a primetime game, it's going to be close. Almost every single time it's going to be. And I had the Giants in the under. It was easy. And I am shocked that they put up as much of a fight that they did. I'm shocked.
Impressive.
Very impressive. Now, what I ask you, was this just a bad game for Buffalo, or was this a good fight from the Giants?
Well, this is one of the things I love talking about, and I think definitely something that both of our teams talk about because of our history, both the Ravens and the Bears, is I will enjoy good defense.
I always do.
Bad offense and good defense are two very different things.
They are 100%.
Games where the offenses are just terrible are awful football games.
If
both defenses are playing well, I will continue to die on the hill that is an entertaining football game to watch. And last night, Chris Collinsworth wouldn't stop talking about it. And you know what? I agree with him. Bobby Okereke, in particular, was everywhere for them. But to answer your question is the Giants' defense was great.
They were.
It really was.
They were.
It was not bad offense. It wasn't great offense.
And talking about the offense,
Giants' defense came to play. Go ahead.
Talking about the offense, though. There were a lot of throws during that game, and especially on that last drive. When I saw Tyrod Taylor do it, this pissed off a lot of Giants fans. Daniel Jones isn't throwing that ball. And I think there was a decent amount during this game where he throws it. Daniel Jones isn't doing that. And I'm not saying that Tyrod Taylor's better. I just still think that Daniel Jones is a fucking bum. And the fact of the matter is that this team looks the best that they have all season in this game. I'm not counting the Arizona game because the Cardinals fucking suck. And they look the best that they have.
It wasn't like.
Yeah. They look the best that they have looked all season long in this game against the Buffalo Bills. And I was just thoroughly impressed.
And you know what?
Thoroughly impressed.
Was, again, talking about Tyrod, was not only did he make throws that Daniel Jones has not made this year, the receivers were playing the best I think they played. Darius Slayton had a great day. Wan'Dale Robinson, in particular, I think really had a very good day. Jalen Hyatt got involved. But the Giants' offense was clicking. And it's weird because at the end of the day, they only put up 9 points and they did not find the end zone. Horrific clock management.
No, I blame that on. It's all on Dave Boyle. It's not on that fucking offense.
I agree.
That was horrible. First off,
that
before halftime,
I've seen.
Before halftime, you ran the ball when you're supposed to throw the ball, and at the end of the game, you throw the ball when you're supposed to run the ball. What are we doing? Which I did want the Bills to win because I didn't want to deal with fucking the New York Giants winning this game.
Because it was Tyrod, I wanted to see the Giants win. Just because it was Tyrod.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm just saying that. What are you doing? That's dumb, dude. Sometimes, we see this as NFL fans. We believe, we could call the plays for an NFL team. And I believe in some situations where it's literally just that simple and they fuck it up somehow because they try to be all this offensive guru bullshit. You overthink it. Run the football. Stick to it. You have Saquon Barkley.
Never call an NFL game.
They couldn't. But when you have Saquon Barkley in that backfield and you need a touchdown to win the game on an untimed down, you give it to him straight down the middle.
That said, the Giants O-line was the Giants O-line. And so I can't.
Agreed.
And the Bills also sent the house on that play. So I don't know if they would have scored if they ran that ball.
They did, but I just think you have to run the football. You in that situation, dude. When it's do or die,
you can consistently run the ball well, I agree, but I don't know if the Giants are one of those teams.
Saquon Barkley can make the play happen. He could. I just didn't like that call.
Four guys right in his face, though.
He doesn't. But look, here's the thing. Either that or Tyrod Taylor's got some wheels to him. He does.
T-Mobile.
Yeah, run a fucking read option on the one. If it's stuffed up the middle, Tyrod Taylor hop it outside. He can get that pile on. He could. Just. You don't throw the ball on the 1 yard line. You don't run it. You don't do it.
Okay. Let's see.
Whatever game you want to go to.
Here. Let's take a look at. Oh my God! You know what we do got to talk about was.
The streak's over. The streak's over. The streak's over, dude. I was so mad.
Oh. Did the Bears play at 1? Yeah, the Bears played at 1. So you didn't see this.
Yes, I saw a glimpse and pieces on Red Zone, but I was focused on Bear.
The Atlanta Falcons got the ball down 24-16 in the fourth quarter 3 different times.
Yeah.
And Desmond Ridder threw 2 picks. And I think the other one they punted, I think.
Unbelievable.
Desmond Ridder was pathetic in this
No,
game.
it's just fucking unbelievable.
I mean, horrible.
The first time he has lost at home, essentially ever.
Sam Howell looked good in the first half, but the second half did not. Like, the Commanders in the first half looked really damn good. The second half, they did not. The second half, they tried to give Atlanta the win. It was two very different halves. The first half, if Washington plays the way they played the first half, we're coming on here and talking about Washington looking really damn good. But their second half was terrible. But Desmond Ridder, man, you way to lose your streak. It is all on you, man. That was awful.
Yeah, that was bad. I saw the video of Arthur Smith on the sideline after he threw the fucking pick, and he's just grabbing his head, dude. He looks like that one meme of the one guy who's just fucking shocked, dude.
Yes.
Just grabbing his head, like, what are you doing? That's unbelievable.
Do you know who Arthur Smith's family is?
I think so.
His dad is the founder of FedEx. Arthur Smith.
What?
Yes. He does not
Really?
need to be coaching football. He comes from a billionaire family. Arthur Smith's dad is the founder of FedEx.
Do you know the story about either
And he just
it's
loves
either
football.
FedEx or UPS? You know the story? It's either FedEx or UPS, but there's a story. So their company, like right when they first started, they were about to go broke. They had $10,000 to their name, and they needed like 20,000. They went to the casino and fucking won 10 bands. No, it wasn't McDonald's. It wasn't McDonald's. It was a it was some like transporting brand, something like one of the two. One of those.
Arthur Smith's dad is the founder of FedEx, and like I just always found that so interesting.
That's so wild. I actually did not know that.
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say like some NFL great or something like that, and I'd be like, that's why I'm like, I think I know.
Nope.
That's wild. All right, next fucking game. Desmond Ridder sucks.
Next up, we'll go. How about? Oh, okay. Scoreboard liar in this one because Jacksonville dominated this one.
They did. They look great.
They
looked
is
great.
The team that I expected to see at the beginning of the year. When I was hyping up the Jags, this is the team I was talking about.
They finally look like that team, Joshua. They finally did it.
I think that London trip had a lot to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
isn't it their first win in Jacksonville all year?
They
won
in London
I swear
twice.
it is.
Who's the other team they beat this year? The beginning of the year, week 1. Oh, they beat Indy in Indy. They swept the Colts. That's right.
Yeah, so this is their first win.
This was the first divisional matchup that's happened twice. So they swept the Colts and won twice in London.
Wow, this is their first win in Jacksonville. Congrats.
Yeah.
Home team finally has something to fucking root for.
Definitely something to watch, though, is Trevor Lawrence, whether or not he'll be able to go this week. CJ
Thursday.
Might get the start. So,
and that's supposed to be a good game, too.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be a good game. I'm hoping that he's able to fucking go.
Me too.
That would suck.
Minshew was Minshew.
Not the words. Yeah.
Anthony Richardson, though, might be out for the season. That's another story we got to follow, is whether or not he gets that season in surgery.
Yeah, that is not good.
Yeah.
That is not good. I love AR. He's awesome.
How about the Saints and the Texans? This
just
was a weird
duel. A duel, dude.
This was a
weird
one.
This thing was this was weird, but it was a battle.
Yeah.
And I in New Orleans all day. I was pissed off they didn't fucking close the job out.
This was a really just like this is kind of, it's what I expected. These two teams were so evenly matched and they played like it. There were moments where these two teams looked great and these two teams looked awful. Both teams had both of those moments multiple times throughout this game.
100%.
The Saints used Taysom Hill like crazy though yesterday. Threw the ball once, ran it once, and caught a career high 7 passes. Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
Who will always be one of my all-time favorite players. I don't care.
He is the true Joker.
Taysom Hill?
Dude, he is the true Joker.
Yes.
Like, it's not Cordell Patterson. He's the true Joker.
Yeah.
You love him. Now, yeah, like even if you hate the Saints, dude, whenever Taysom does something, and the crazy part is whenever he goes in there, 99% of the time he's running the ball and defenses still can't stop it.
No,
You know that when he takes a snap, he's going to run that football most of the time, and they still can't stop him.
Yeah.
It's wild, dude. I love
different
Taysom
than any
Hill.
kind of wildcat formation, which the Titans run a ton with Derrick
Oh,
Henry.
no different. Yeah. Yeah, no different. Dude, they could have Derrick Henry be their quarterback and just run the football, and they would probably win a couple games.
Man, they got us to bite hard, though, on that one where
Well,
Michael even pointed out before the snap was like, they never do this on 1st and 10. And I was about to say, oh, they might have something weird here. And then immediately Henry just fakes the pitch and goes 64 yards.
Yeah.
Yep, that was the wrinkle. That's why they did that on 1st down instead of 3rd and 1, which is when they normally will pull something like that out.
Yeah.
But
I need a
CJ
CeeDee
Stroud,
Lamb legacy game tonight if I'm going to win.
CJ Stroud threw his first pick, and it was a bad pick.
And then he got it back.
Yeah.
Imagine that your first interception that you throw it and then fumble and you get the ball back.
Yeah.
And that's your one and only interception so far in your rookie career.
Weird how
That's
a guy that
lucky.
went so long without throwing a pick. His first one was a throw into quadruple coverage, but it was really strange because he's obviously been such a great decision maker, and that one was just terrible.
I don't know. You could kind of tell that it was coming this game. You could kind of tell. Yeah. I don't know. I just had a weird feeling.
100%.
You know,
he wasn't going to go 6 games without throwing a pick. I mean, that's very rare. Any quarterback does that. Let alone a player in his first
100%. Agreed.
Dalton Schultz, by the way, also has quietly just been a really solid, dependable option for Stroud too. But
he's been great.
D'Amico Ryans has come in here, and it's weird this Houston team because I got to watch them in person the first game of the year, and the Ravens won that game 25-9, and it was not that impressive of a win. Houston looked awful against us, and it wasn't even necessarily us doing anything. The Texans played some horrible football against Baltimore in week 1. Stroud did not look the same. D'Amico Ryans looked in over his head. They had multiple plays where they were struggling to get the snap in. They were burning timeouts. They had no timeouts left in the first half, halfway through the second quarter because they had to keep burning them. They really looked terrible, and they just looked out of sync. Since then, though, this team is just doing their job. They're playing well. They're not going to be in the playoffs. They're not going to be there. They're not there yet. But this team's going to win 6 or 7 games, and they're going to look all right doing it. Which, yes, that does mean that I think this team's only going to win maybe 3 or 4 more games this year. But they're going in the right direction, and next year, watch out.
Yeah, I agree. It's not this year, but next year, 100%.
They're getting there, and they're going in the right direction. And it's impressive to see what's happened ever since that one game where they did not look good at all against us.
It's wild. It truly, it's... I don't even know how to say it, dude. It's just the Texans. They always can surprise. I feel like it's every other year, a couple of years, they've always been surprising. Yeah. There's some years where they just figure it out. All right, what's next, Jan?
Let's go with. What are we not done yet? Oh, Gino, you were so close.
Oh, I know, dude. This pissed me off, man.
Oh, that for our picks too.
I know, dude. We both had Seattle. Ugh. Michael had a legacy day at the noon slate, and then
then went 0 in the afternoon slate.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like everybody's picks are just fucked up this week. So
except for the fans again.
But even with the 49ers losing and the Eagles losing, right?
Yeah. No, they didn't have a great week, but they had a couple games better than all of us again. So it's going to extend their lead.
Yeah, that's how it goes, man.
The
majority.
You're 9-5 right now. The fans are 11-3, and me and Michael are 8-6.
Wow. Hopefully, who'd they pick tonight?
All 3 of us. Nope, never mind. The fans and Michael went with Dallas. I went with the Chargers.
Okay. I was just wondering.
We'll get into that in a little while. But Jamar,
so close.
You know what he is. The Bengals are just the Bengals are a good, solid football team. I don't think they're gonna be the team that they've been in years past, but they're not a team to look past. They're a team that's gonna probably be in the playoffs. despite their 0-2 start and 2 of those losses being in the division, the Ravens are in first place at 4-2, and the Bengals are 3-3. So, yes, the Ravens have beat the Bengals already, so that they have that going for them. But obviously, we still have another game between these two, and so just because the way they started, it does not mean that this division is wrapped up by any means.
No, it's just
right on our heels.
It's just respectable at these teams, man. Gino almost did it, but it was a fucking war. It was just a war. Like, I'll respect this game. There's no hate. No hate from me on either side. That Seattle line's got to figure it out a little bit, but
yeah.
No hate. No hate. It was just a battle.
Great. All right. Let's see. Did this. Yep. All right. Next up would be Panthers Dolphins.
Hey, did your buddy watch the game? Did he tell you? Did he watch it?
I did not ask him.
Oh, because he probably shit himself. Dude, there was definitely shit in his underwear when they went down 14-0. 100%.
Oh my God.
He had to have watched it because that was literally the whole topic of the show on Friday was that he was going to watch it.
I hope
he definitely did. And dude, oh my God.
How much should I bet that he watched it and turned it off when there was 14?
Oh, he probably did. He probably did. He turned it off and went to bed. He probably did, dude.
From the second
that was
quarter
a brutal game.
From the second quarter on, the Dolphins looked like the Dolphins, but that first quarter was weird.
Yeah, got us feeling weird, and then we're like, oh my God, no way. No way. And then Miami was Miami.
Bryce is getting better and better, though, every week. He's still not necessarily been there, but he's getting better and better.
He is.
Today came out Frank Reich is giving up the head coaching job. Not head coaching job. Offensive play calling job to Thomas Brown, the OC.
Mm-hmm.
He will call the plays the rest of the year for Carolina. So that's an interesting note. But Panthers at 0-6. They're gonna get a win.
Oh, and Josh, with your what's it called? With your race to 2K, Tyreek Hill better be your favorite player in the NFL right now because he's making his way
on pace. He was already on pace to do it, and his let's see what his pace is right now. Right now, if he were to keep up this, oh my God, he's at 135.7 yards per game. All right, theoretically, if he kept up that pace, he would have 2,300 yards.
That's nuts.
That's insane.
Dude, if he doesn't, you see, but if you're Tyreek Hill to really like set the record and be the one to do it, you got to do it before the last game of the season. Because then people are going to say, oh, it's because you got an extra game, this and that. If you do it the week before, you're golden.
Yeah.
So how many more yards does he need right now? I saw he's like almost at 1K, right?
He's getting close to 1K, yeah. Here. He's at...
How many is he at?
814.
814. Jesus Christ, dude. That's wild.
So, but because he's on pace for 2,300, as we talked about, I said that pace is so tough to get, the 117, where you got to have these like 150, 200-yard games. So one game where you have 2 catches for 20 yards doesn't derail your entire chances of getting it. He's now created wiggle room where next week he goes out there and gets 2 catches for 15 yards. He's still going to have the pace.
Yeah, he still will.
So
that's so crazy. That's actually wild.
He's got a shot.
He does. And I'm rooting for it the rest of the year. Now you got me involved with this, and I've been keeping track of it every fucking week. It's a weird
thing. I got into it a couple years ago.
You're talking like it's a fucking drug. It's a weird thing. I got into it a couple years ago. It sounded like you were saying it's like a drug, Josh. That sounded a bit crazy.
Okay. All right, Burns. All right. You can think the way you want to think. But...
It's a weird thing, dude. Ooh. I was into it back in high school.
David Montgomery will be out for a little bit. Rib cartilage injury.
Somebody else just laugh in the chat, please, because I just crack myself up too much. Joshua. I always do. Yeah, Monty, dude.
Just came out. Yep. Rib cartilage out for a little while. That's got to be painful.
Yeah. Always love the David Montgomery show. Always love him. Hope he gets better soon. Always love him.
We have 2 games we have not gotten into.
2 games.
This one.
What do you expect? Oh, no, I didn't tell you about that. So I did 2 lays for the afternoon, right? And one of them just died, basically. Wait, hold on one second. Because I had Philly minus 6.5, so that one died, right? But then I had the under in the Cardinals-Rams game, which we'll talk about that in a second. It went crazy. And then I had the Raiders minus 3. And I don't know if you watched the end of this game, Josh. 19-17, and then a fucking safety, dude. That was
that
nuts.
has been. I mean, he's always been insane, but Max Crosby is so fucking good.
Yeah, he is. Dude, did you see the play? He didn't even get touched. He barely got touched.
He's incredible.
Yeah. But
I have one
looking
note
at
on
this game.
I have
What's
one
that?
note. Because I've been waiting for it. Because he was so good in college, and I don't understand why they haven't used him. And finally, yesterday, they unleashed him. Michael Mayer, the tight end, the rookie from Notre Dame.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Led the team in yards receiving, 5 for 75. There you go.
Mhm.
Everything else, I don't care. You all suck. But good job, Michael Mayer.
But yeah, prayers out to any of you who are on Patriots +3 because that is like the worst. Dude, the 2 years that they played in a row in Las Vegas, this game, 2 bad beats in a row. 2 of them.
The other one was a
2 years
little
in a
more
row.
than that beat.
Oh my God, dude. If I was
The
on
other
the
one was a little more
Patriots,
significant than a couple people losing their bets.
yeah. If I was on the Patriots, dude, I would have just been so mad. That was rough.
And by the way, Jacoby Myers, 5 catches, 61 yards, and a touchdown against his former team today.
Yeah. Decent game.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
All right, last game to get to from
it's the last one.
Very strange week around the NFL.
Yeah.
The Cardinals and the Rams. Wow, I have not look at this stat sheet. Look at this. Look how little players caught a pass from Stafford. It was just Kupp, and then just Nakua got 4.
Wow.
That's weird.
That's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad. But what else can you really say? Hey, the Rams did their job.
Yeah.
The Rams truly did their job, and they did a great job in this game.
They did.
The Cardinals looked like the fucking Cardinals.
Yeah.
There wasn't really anything special with them.
This was their worst game of the year, probably, honestly.
Yeah, this was. The Cardinals are starting to look like they're supposed to, which I like. And the under was pretty easy in this one. I got a bit scared at the end, but it was pretty easy. Because, dude, 48 points. They were not putting up 48 points in this fucking game.
I got sold with DeMarcado, though, because everyone's talking about how DeMarcado, and it looked like it because it was what they did last week when Connor went down, was going to be the RB1. This guy got 2 carries for 11 yards, 1 catch for 6. Started the man in fantasy. Awful.
Yeah, that'll do it to you, Josh. That'll do it to you.
Played over him.
Yeah, that'll fucking do it to you.
Who, yes, still exists.
Yeah.
No, DeMarcado just not even play.
No, it was bad. Yeah, the Rams look good. The Rams look like they should, and the Cardinals look like they should as well. Not a lot of notes from this game, man.
No.
Not a lot.
Before we get into the game tonight.
We shouldn't even fucking look at this, dude. This is bad.
Because, Burns, I want to turn your attention to something.
What's that?
What do you see missing from your column? Do you see it? Other than, obviously, a Cowboys-Chargers pick?
A win streak?
No.
I did go on a nice win streak.
You don't have a designated upset of the week.
Are you fucking kidding me?
So, when we look at the spread for tonight's game, if the spread
I can't.
If the spread was 3.5 or bigger, you would be forced to take the underdog. It is not. So, what I did was I looked. What was the biggest underdog that you did pick? And
was it the Bear?
It was the Bears. So, we're going to give you...
Yeah, count that as the upset of the week. Count that.
As your upset of the week, because we did not... And, we couldn't just clown you for it, but neither me or Michael noticed it, so...
Oh, wow. Fuck you.
That's
because I thought that you were... No, I thought you were going to say that I did something cool. I thought there was going to be Oh, you got to score right or something like that.
It is cool that you got like all of these right in a row, and then like it's cool that it's like win-win, a bunch of losses, and then win. That is cool.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. Which actually, I don't know if I've ever seen any of us do that, where it's like just a stretch, like 2 wins, bunch of losses, and then everything else was a win.
Yeah,
So
I was so excited after the fucking
you have
noon
to get
slate.
this pick right in order to keep that pattern.
Dude, I felt so good after the Ravens game because I'm like, okay, I'm 2-0 again. Let's get to fucking work. I was like so ready. Ugh, that's what the NFL can do to you.
Oh,
But
wait,
this
hold
game-
on. You're right. Actually, the little pattern's ruined because I gave you a win by accident here. Yeah. So actually, that also means that me, you, and Michael are all tied for the week right now.
You know what Jordan thinks, pal. And you didn't mark it wrong for the fans either.
Oh my God. What?
Wow, you're having a bad week.
That's weird. All right. My bad.
You might be fired. You might be fired, Josh.
My bad.
You're out of commission right now.
Let me see. I'm making sure I didn't mess anything else up. That's all good. That's good. Yup. Good. Yeah. Okay. Cool. It's just that.
Okay.
All right. Now, Burns, it is time for you to make your pick for Monday Night Football, a game that I think is actually going to be a really fun game. I'm very excited for this one. Cowboys and the Chargers.
Oh, you fixed it so it can still say our names with the thing at the bottom.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
good. It just didn't work with 3 of us, right? It just didn't work with 3. But how about them Cowboys, Joshua? How about them, man? How about them? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think I'm going to do? I mean, I just said it. That doesn't mean I pick them.
I picked the Chargers.
But let's just talk about this matchup.
For the first time this year, I picked the Chargers.
Really? Let's talk about this matchup a little bit before I really
It's a fun one.
decide. I was just saying, how about him? I mean, you got the Chargers at home, and I got a weird feeling that whenever a game is played in SoFi, it just feels like there's just points and points and points and points and points.
And,
It always feels that way.
You know, we got one factor here that Michael turned my attention to on Friday after he left. You know who the Chargers OC is, right? It's Kellen Moore.
I do.
Kellen Moore.
So we either have a Kellen Moore revenge game, or Joshua, we have Dak Prescott throwing over 256.5 passing yards, under 51 on this game, and the Dallas Cowboys to win by 1.5 points or more.
Under.
And I think you know where I'm going with this. I am taking the Dallas Cowboys tonight.
Under.
And yes, I'm taking the under at 51 points. That is way
under.
too many points. Way too many points. People say that life's too short to bet the under. People say that life's too short to bet the over. Sometimes you just got to lay back and take it slow, man. Let a couple points on the board, not a lot. I love, that's where I feel like an old man. I kind of like betting unders a little bit. And that's one of them. He's also primetime unders. I feel like everybody's taking this game to be a shootout. Because look, here's the thing. A lot of line movement. There's been a lot of line movement with this game. And line movement can either be a very good or a very bad thing. Can be. And in my case, it is. Because the public right now is 50-50 on the over and the under. But the over opened at 47.5. The line opened at 47.5. And now it's all
the over there.
Yeah. And now it's all the way up. It's all the way up to 51 points. And all that means is
I still would take
you take those extra 3 points and you go under. Because look, my final score prediction for this game is 28-20 Dallas. And you look at that score, that's what you got to do. You got to imagine a score in your head and then you take the points. 28-20, that's an under. I'm taking the Cowboys in this one. I think that Dak Prescott, he needs a bounce back game. The Cowboys as a whole need a bounce back game. And that's what I think we're going to see tonight. Not a lot of notes about it. I'm just excited. I love watching the Cowboys.
It's a really fun one. I'm excited.
A lot of people don't like the Cowboys, but I feel like it's going to be almost a home game. It's going to be like AT&T Stadium.
This is going to be
that's so fun.
This is going to be 75-25, 80-20 Cowboy fans tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a madhouse.
All Cowboys fans tonight. It's so fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited for that.
I think that there might be just as many Lions fans in Baltimore this week than there will be Chargers fans in LA.
Yeah, I agree. It's just
What's your score?
there's a couple fan bases out there. 28-20 Cowboys.
Okay.
I wish I could bet on the app that I use in the exact score because I really think that I might have a shot for this to be an exact score, Josh.
Good.
I really think I have a shot today.
Interesting.
I thought about it, and I was just laying in bed this morning. Wake up. Obviously, I said that I was sick, and I just look at my phone right away. I go straight to the book, and I'm like, all right, we got to cook something up for tonight because I need something to make me a little bit better, and I feel like this will.
Okay.
Especially with a full fucking day of class tomorrow. God damn it, Josh.
Ooh.
Rough.
Brutal.
It's rough, man. But I got a wild fucking couple of weeks up here. And also, I forgot to say that Friday, I'm going to be on the show, but I won't have a camera, and it's just going to be my mic because I'm going to be driving to Knoxville, Tennessee next Friday. Actually, next Friday. Next Friday. I'll be driving to Knoxville, Tennessee. So then that's what I'm going to have to do, just the mic. Same with that Monday because I'm going to be driving back.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. And we don't do that. We don't set up the camera while we're driving in here. Because
bad idea.
Yeah, no, we don't do that. I'll be in the middle of cornfields in Indiana probably both times when we're live on here. But I like the Cowgirls tonight. I think they do their job and they do it well. You got anything else you want to add, Joshua?
No. This is just weird week. Weird. Just
it is.
Yesterday. It's gonna be a fun game though. I'm excited.
No, it will be a fun game. I am excited. This is the best primetime game of the week. And that's really not saying much because the other two really sucked.
That said, that Giants-Bills game turned out to be great.
Oh, it did turn out to be great. I enjoyed it a lot. Great. Yeah. It turned out great, but just wow.
I didn't think it would, but it did.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'm excited for some Cowboys Chargers tonight. A bit of a shorter episode today, but I think it's more because I didn't want to go on a big rant about the Bears because they just don't deserve that energy out of me right now. They don't deserve it. They really don't.
No.
But bear down. Thank you, boys, for coming around and listening. We'll be back on here at Wednesday at 2:30 p.m. Central Time. Make sure to come and join. We appreciate it, fellas. And we'll see you then. Bear down. Go Cowboys tonight.
Go Ravens.
Doses.